Hi, this is IK Tutors, and we're here with question number 25 from the HESI, and let's begin. So the question, let's go to the question and read it first. So the question states, there are 48 students studying foreign language at the community college. The only two foreign languages offered are French and Spanish, and a student cannot take both. Okay. If 28 students are studying French, which of the following represents the ratio of students studying Spanish to the total number of foreign language students? So let's go back to the whiteboard and see how we express this ratio. Right. So what they've given us is the total number of students studying foreign language is 48, right? And they told us that the number of French language students out of that is 28. And if you're studying French, you cannot study Spanish. So if we want to find out the number, and there's only two languages given, French and Spanish. So we want to find out the number of Spanish, we simply subtract the total number of French students from the total number of students. Okay, so that's 48 total students minus the French students. That gives us 20 as a number of Spanish students. Now they ask us, what is the ratio of Spanish students to the total number of students? So there's 20 Spanish students, and the total number of students is 48. So it's going to be 20 over 48. And they want us to then compare this ratio to the fraction that one of the fractions that they offer in the answer list. Well, what we need to do is reduce this fraction, right? Get a equivalent fraction. Right? And how do we do that? We simply multiply or divide both the top and bottom by the same number. So if we want to get the smallest or reduce this fraction to lowest terms, the smallest numbers that will represent the same ratio value, right? All we need to do is find the greatest common factor between the numerator and the denominator. It turns out between the numerator of 20 and the denominator of 48, the greatest common factor is 4. So if we divide both the numerator and denominator by 4, we'll get the smallest equivalent fraction. And here you have it, 20 divided by 4 is 5, 48 divided by 4 is 12. So that means the smallest number is 5/12, right? This is reduced to lowest terms. Now, how do we know these 20 over 48 and 5 over 12 is equivalent? Well, because the ratio value should be the same for all equivalent fractions. So if we divide 20 by 48 and we divide 5 by 12, we should get the same number. So let's do it. 20 divided by 48, that gives us, let's do it here. If you do it in your calculator, 20 divided by 48, that's going to give us a ratio value of 0.416, and then it goes on 66666. It's a repeating decimal for a while, then it stops at 7, right? Now, if 5/12 is the equivalent fraction, we're going to get the same ratio values. So let's go ahead and divide that. So 5 divided by 12, do it on our calculators, and we get 5 divided by 12 gives us exactly the same ratio value. That's how you know they're equivalent. Equivalent fractions have the same ratio value. The answer is the ratio value for 5 over 12 is 0.66667. Right. So this value here is what's called a ratio value. And this is what they mean when they say equivalent fractions. Right. It means that this value for both of those fractions is the same. Right. So 5/12 is equivalent to 20/48, and this is the value that's in the answer key for this question. So I hope that helped. If it did, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day. Bye.